Hey guys.
Well, how are you?
And then we'll have it cutting, and when it's done, if you would separate, we're going to do just the Model T just as a photo shoot.
Through the ribbon?
Model A, Model T, Model A, all the same model.
They go the other way too.
Attention, please. In a few minutes, we're going to have the official reopening of a grand reopening of Main Street with the work that's been done down here. And if you would like to come and participate in the festivities, we ask you to form on the what would be the north side of the tabletop, and we'll proceed in a few minutes. Thank you. Brian, Phil, Renan.
I know. Tell me about it. Who bid on that?
At this time, I'd like to introduce former councilor Brian Hart to say a few words in addition to a few other former councilors.
Thank you, Ed. Good afternoon, everybody, and I think this is a great day for Newmarket to finally celebrate our new downtown after more than a decade of work to get to this point. Before I was involved with the town council, there was a lot of ideas being floated around, and then when the council was deliberating the whole process, we had a lot of input from new residents, old residents, and I think we all can be pretty proud of our beautiful new downtown. So thank you, everybody, for contributing the ideas about slowing down traffic, about improving the aesthetics of downtown. We also have new infrastructure, which is not that exciting, but hopefully it's going to help with the flooding issues we've had historically. New water, sewer lines, new drainage, and of course the power lines are all buried underground now, so we can enjoy our historic buildings and the facades and have a beautiful downtown. I think the great thing about it is that it's encouraging more investment in our community. The retail shops are investing in their storefronts, vacant places are being renovated, and of course the mills are going to be renovated in the next year or so into housing and commercial space. So I just think everybody in the community should be proud of our downtown and the new Newmarket.
Thanks, Brian. And what Brian didn't say is that the town council that he chaired worked extremely hard on the redesign that you see now in front of you today. And as he mentioned, the town council that I was on before Brian with Phil LePage, who will speak next, we also worked very hard conceptually. There was also the Newmarket Tomorrow Committee, which some of you might remember. Former councilor Chris Hawkins, who I don't see here, was very active in that. So Brian and many others here today worked very hard on conceptualizing and putting into place the designs, not to mention the financial aspect, which the former town administrator and I believe the current town administrator worked on extensively. So we can be very proud of what we see in front of us today. It speaks, I think, this downtown speaks of the fact that we have a vibrant community. If we look across any section of the community that you want to look at, whether it's fire protection, and we have Ricky Mulaski's here today representing fire at DPW, whether we look at the PD, our recreation community, our school community, we have a vibrant and strong Newmarket, and this downtown, with its unique design, the tabletop that you see in front of us, is sort of an emblem. It's sort of an emblem of the uniqueness and the community strength of Newmarket, and I think we should all be very, very proud of that. And the work is not entirely finished in some ways. There's a couple of groups in town that are planning for an arts center down below the mills here that someday may come to fruition. The Newmarket Community Development Corporation is working hard and partnering with a developer, Arlen Chaffee, who's here, and his committee, the NCDC, have worked extremely hard on putting together plans for the mills, and we're very, very appreciative of that. So the work's not yet done, and I think when it's all done, we're going to see an integrated downtown that incorporates elements from the Stone Church to the Art Center to the mills to this downtown, and that's the kind of vision that we'd hope for, and I think it's coming true. So congratulations to all. And we look forward to a continuation. Thank you.
Thank you, Renan. There's
basically want to thank a lot of people for us being here today and celebrating this. First of all, the progressive voters of, I think it was 1999 or 2000, who went to the polls and took that leap of faith and passed that warrant article for the downtown TIF district. Without that passage of that warrant article, this would never have come to fruition. I was part of the early process of this. We had, down at the town hall one day, I had Mr. Ed Turney, when we were in the design stages here, come up and lay me out one side and down the other and talk about this bandstand. And he said, "You're not moving that. You're not moving that." So Ed, he's up there now. He's a World War II hero, and now he is twice the hero because we still have this beautiful structure behind us here today. Thanking also the Newmarket Veterans Memorial Trust Committee for the work and the loving care they've been giving to this bandstand. The process, Julie Glover, the coordinator of all of this. It's all better, Julie, and hopefully you're getting lots less complaints. Julie Glover over here, raise your hand, Julie. You were probably on a few dartboards at varying points in time. Not mine, though. The business owners who survived all of this battle against our former downtown infrastructure. And I guess the final thank you is to the person who first brought this concept to the town of Newmarket, our former town administrator, Al Dixon. He worked extremely hard to get us to the stage, got us some grants to fund some of this infrastructure. So thank you, Al, wherever you are. So.
I'd like to again thank everybody for being here today to celebrate our new downtown. And it's going to be short and sweet. My basic comment is that this took a lot of work, a lot of people, the citizens, and it shows that councilors can work together and do work together from one council to the next. So when election day comes up again, make sure you come out and vote for the person you want as your new councilors. Thank you very much.
Larry Pickering, former councilor.
In the early days, before this thing got off the ground, we had this group that went around town to the various organizations, and I believe I was set up, but I was sent up to the Polish Club to tell what the concept of the TIF, the Tax Increment Financing District, how it worked and so forth. Well, it was at their annual meeting, and lo and behold, there were a few inebriated patrons in the audience. Most of them were from out of town, I must say, but one particular guy, he pretty much was reading us the riot act, what was being proposed and so forth, even though he didn't live here. But on the way home that afternoon, he got down near the old Bristol and Kent funeral home and lost control of his vehicle and took the portico out there. So it was a rough start, but it all paid off in the end, and we certainly have a beautiful place to be proud of now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry. I don't know who's taking over now. Anyone else?
Bill?
Sorry? I'll say it again. Sure.
Hi, my name's Phil McDonald, Underwood Engineers, and I just want to say what a great time we had doing this project with between me, Rick, and Julie. The most fun was during construction, and Julie was very instrumental coordinating with the businesses, and Rick kept things going on the construction, and they did a great job. Thanks.
Thanks, Phil.
All right, folks. Julie, we need a lineup over here.
Where's all the, we have female members of the town council. Where's the current council? I'm going over here. Okay. We're saving ribbon here. Is that the? Oh yeah, you're cutting it. All one, right there. You take a piece from the elder statesman. That'd be a piece for a bandana. Yeah, that's not enough for a bandana. I don't buy that. That's expensive.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yay. Now, if everybody just sort of separates, we're going to have the official car come through.
Thanks, Bill.
All right, folks. Julie, we need a lineup over here.
Where's the? We have female members of the town council. Where's the current council?
I'm going over here. Okay. We're saving ribbon here. Is that the?
So I'm not really cutting it.
Oh yeah, you're fine, Dave. All one, right there.
You take a piece from the elders, Steve. That'd be a piece for a bandana.
Yeah, that's
Not enough for a bandana. I don't buy that. That's expensive.
That double-sided.
This is where the actual light is. You see it?
That's right. Here's the other one.
ready? 1, 2, 3. Yay. Now, if everybody just sort of separates, we're going to have the official car come through. All right.